AI visibility is becoming one of those metrics that sounds simple until you try to act on it. A dashboard says your brand is showing up. A report says your citations are improving. A trend line says demand is moving in the right direction. But then comes the harder question, what does that actually mean? Does visibility mean people are choosing you? Does a citation mean the AI trusts you? Does appearing in an answer mean you are influencing the shortlist? Not always. And that's why the comparison between Profound and LLM Authority Index is useful, because both are looking at AI visibility, but they are built around different jobs. Profound is built to help teams monitor and operationalize what is happening across AI systems. LLM Authority Index reporting is built to help teams understand how AI is shaping buyer choice in high-intent decision moments. So this is not a simple which platform is better review. It's a question of fit. Which platform is stronger for monitoring? Which is stronger for decision stage analysis? And which type of team is each one actually built for? Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, founder and CEO of LLM Authority Index. At LLM Authority Index, we analyze how AI systems surface, compare, rank, and recommend companies, especially when those answers influence real buying decisions. Today, I want to break down the difference between Profound and LLM Authority Index reporting in a practical way, where Profound is strong, where LLM Authority Index is strong, and how to think about the role each one plays in an AI visibility strategy. There's a new category forming around AI visibility, and Profound is a major part of that category. Profound is built as a broad AI visibility operations platform. It helps teams understand what is happening across answer engines, what people are asking, how brands are showing up, which sources are being cited, how sentiment is changing, and how visibility data can feed into workflows, exports, automation, and ongoing execution. That is valuable because for a long time, companies had very little visibility into how AI systems were representing them. Now, platforms like Profound give teams a way to monitor that environment more continuously. You can look at prompt demand, you can analyze citations, you can monitor sentiment, you can export data, you can connect insights into workflows. So Profound is not just a reporting product. It is much closer to an operating system for AI visibility teams. And for the right team, that is a major strength. But once you have visibility, a second question naturally follows. Is this visibility actually influencing how buyers choose? Are we being recommended? Are we ranking in the moments that matter? Are we winning comparisons? Are we making the short list? And that is where LLM Authority Index reporting is built around a different layer. This comparison is really about visibility operations versus buyer choice intelligence. Profound is stronger when the question is, what is happening across AI systems? What are people asking? Where are we visible? What sources are being cited? How is sentiment changing? How can we turn this data into workflows? LLM Authority Index reporting is stronger when the question is, are we being recommended in high intent prompts? Are we ranking in the top positions? Are we winning or losing against competitors? Are we becoming recommendation qualified? And is AI helping us influence actual buyer choice? Those are related questions, but they are not the same question, and that distinction matters. Because not all AI visibility carries the same commercial weight. Some prompts are early stage. They are exploratory, informational, low intent. Others are much closer to a decision. Things like best platforms for X, X versus Y. Alternatives to X, is X worth it? Those prompts sit much closer to buying behavior. So if you treat all prompts equally, you can get a distorted view of performance. A brand can be very visible in broad AI conversations and still be weak in the exact prompts where buyers are comparing options and forming a short list. That is one of the core differences between broad visibility monitoring and high-intent buyer choice reporting. Profound gives teams a wide-angle view of AI activity. LLM Authority Index narrows the lens to the parts of that activity that are most likely to influence commercial decisions. Take prompt demand as an example. Profound has a very clear strength here. Its prompt volumes product is designed to show what people are asking answer engines and how those topics are trending. It uses licensed conversations from double opt-in user panels and probabilistic modeling to estimate topic frequency, intent, and sentiment at scale. That is powerful if your team wants to understand demand formation inside AI environments. It helps answer questions like, what topics are users asking about? How is interest evolving? Where are new opportunities emerging? What themes should we monitor or act on? For operators, content teams, and AI visibility teams, that is a useful layer. LLM Authority Index reporting also has a prompt demand and modeled AI query volume layer, but it uses that layer differently. Instead of treating demand mainly as a discovery or trend input, it uses modeled cluster query volume and demand concentration to weight high-intent prompt clusters. So the emphasis shifts from what is popular to where is buyer stage demand concentrated, which prompt clusters carry commercial importance, and where is AI most likely to shape market share or shortlist formation. That is the difference. Profound is strong if you want to understand what users are asking across answer engines and how demand is evolving. LLM Authority Index reporting is stronger if you want that demand tied directly to buyer stage importance, competitive pressure, and decision moments. Now take sentiment. Profound is also strong here. Sentiment is a core analytical dimension inside Profound's answer engine insights. Its materials describe sentiment prompts, sentiment themes, and sentiment nodes that can feed analysis, monitoring workflows, and executive summaries. That makes sense for a visibility operations platform. If AI systems are describing your brand positively, negatively, or cautiously, teams need to know that. And if those sentiment patterns are changing over time, that becomes important for monitoring and response. LLM Authority Index reporting also includes sentiment, but it treats sentiment differently. Sentiment is not the end of the analysis. It is one explanatory layer inside a broader model of recommendation share, ranking capture, and buyer choice dynamics. So the question is not only, is AI describing us positively? The deeper question is that sentiment helping us win the prompts that matter? Are we being recommended? Are we ranking? Are we gaining influence in the decision stage moments where buyers compare options? That is the distinction. Profound is strong at tracking and operationalizing sentiment. LLM Authority Index is stronger when sentiment needs to be interpreted in the context of recommendation strength and buyer choice. Now take citations. Profound has a strong citation reporting layer. Its materials describe citation share metrics, citation pages, citation domains, and raw prompt answer data that can be passed into agents for analysis, alerts, and workflow automation. That is useful for teams that want to know which pages are being referenced, how often they are being cited, and how citation behavior is changing over time. It is especially useful when citation insights need to move quickly into action systems. LLM Authority Index reporting takes a more strategic angle on citations. It focuses on citation architecture. That means not just asking which URLs are being cited, but asking what kinds of sources are shaping AI's interpretation of the brand. Are they official domains, editorial sites, review sites, nonprofit or trust sources, community sources, competitor-owned pages? And are those sources helping the brand become recommendation qualified, or is the evidence layer structurally tilted toward competitors? That is a major difference. Profound helps teams see citation behavior and act on it quickly. LLM Authority Index helps teams interpret whether the evidence layer is helping or hurting them in the recommendation environment. Now let's look at reporting, exports, APIs, and workflow infrastructure. Profound is built for ongoing operations. It supports exports within answer engine insights and prompt reporting. Its broader platform is designed to move data into agents, sheets, CMS workflows, and external integrations. It also includes agent analytics, which is described as infrastructure level, server-side monitoring of how AI systems and crawlers interact with a site. That makes Profound a strong fit for teams that want AI visibility data to feed recurring workflows, content briefs, analysis, publishing tasks, and ongoing reporting. In other words, Profound is especially useful for teams that want to monitor and execute from the same system. LLM Authority Index reporting is structured differently. It is more explicitly built as an exportable intelligence layer. The current product materials describe a one-page company report, a competitor report, a deeper full analysis, dashboard access with each package, monthly updates, a 15-tab dashboard for full analyses, and enterprise APIs for clients that want direct access to the data layer. That gives it a different reporting posture. It is less about being a daily operational workflow system and more about turning prompt data, citation data, ranking data, sentiment, and competitive context into a commercially interpretable report. So Profound leans toward operational workflows. LLM Authority Index leans toward executive interpretation. Both have data access and reporting, but they are optimized for different uses. There is also a difference between public benchmarking and company-specific intelligence. Profound has a clearer public benchmark layer today. The Profound Index is a free, publicly available weekly leaderboard that measures brand visibility in selected industries using real AI conversation data. That can be valuable for market awareness, category storytelling, and top-level visibility benchmarking. LLM Authority Index reporting leans in a different direction. It starts with company-specific reporting around the buyer decision prompts surrounding a specific brand. Then it expands into competitor analysis, deeper market context, and economic interpretation. So Profound is stronger if you want public visibility, benchmarking, and a broader industry-level view. LLM Authority Index is stronger if you want company-specific intelligence around how your brand is being compared, recommended, ranked, or left out in decision stage prompts. That brings us to where each platform has the edge. Profound has the edge when a team wants a broad AI visibility operating layer. It combines ongoing answer engine monitoring, AI search demand data, sentiment, citations, workflow automation, agent analytics, exports, and public industry benchmarking inside one ecosystem. That is a strong fit for operators. It is a strong fit for teams managing AI visibility programs. It is a strong fit for teams that want monitoring plus actionability. And it is a strong fit when the goal is to understand what is happening across AI environments and turn that data into ongoing execution. LLM Authority Index reporting has the edge when the goal is understanding how AI is influencing buyer choice. It is stronger for executive teams that need clarity on high-intent prompt clusters, recommendation share, top 1 through top 10 ranking capture, mention-to-rank conversion, citation architecture, demand concentration, recoverability, sentiment and context, and competitive pressure in the exact moments where shortlist formation begins. That makes it a better fit when the question is not simply, are we visible, but are we being chosen? Are we being recommended? Are we winning the prompts that matter commercially? Are competitors capturing the recommendation layer before buyers ever reach our website? So the right answer depends on the job you need the platform to do. If your goal is ongoing monitoring, prompt demand visibility, citation tracking, sentiment analysis, workflow automation, exports, integrations, and operational execution, Profound is a strong fit. If your goal is executive-ready reporting on recommendation share, ranking capture, buyer stage prompt clusters, citation architecture, demand concentration, and commercial influence, LLM Authority Index reporting is a strong fit. In many cases, teams may need both perspectives because visibility is the starting point. But recommendation and ranking are where outcomes are often decided. AI systems do not just show options, they compare options, they summarize options, they rank options, they frame which options seem most credible, and they influence which brands buyers consider. So measurement has to evolve, not by replacing visibility monitoring, but by connecting it to buyer choice intelligence. So the practical takeaway is this: Profound is strongest when the job is to monitor, measure, and operationalize AI visibility across answer engines. It is especially useful for teams that need ongoing visibility data, prompt demand insights, citation tracking, sentiment analysis, workflow automation, exports, integrations, agent analytics, and public benchmarking. LLM Authority Index reporting is strongest when the job is to understand how AI visibility turns into buyer influence. It is especially useful when teams need to know whether they are being recommended, how they rank in high-intent prompts, whether competitors are capturing the shortlist, and what citation or sentiment patterns are shaping those outcomes. So if your team is asking, what is happening across AI systems? Profound is built very directly around that question. If your team is asking, are we winning the decision moments that influence buyers? That is where LLM Authority Index reporting becomes more relevant. And in many cases, those questions are connected because monitoring tells you what is changing. But decision stage analysis tells you what that change means commercially. That is where the category is heading, not just toward more AI visibility data, but toward a clearer understanding of which visibility actually matters.